Hey, my name is Joe Poliak, San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent with Rise Homes, and I make videos like this one for people like you who might be thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate anywhere in the San Francisco Bay Area, or frankly, anywhere in the world. I might be able to connect you with one of our referral partners if it's an area that me and my team do not service. Today, we're going to be doing a San Mateo County real estate market update. It's for the month of October 2025. I'm making this video right now. We're in mid-November 2025. I'm going to be reviewing the data for October 2025, comparing that to October 2024. We're going to be looking at single family homes, condos, townhomes, comparing all of this stuff, seeing what's going on in the market, seeing what's happening, and let's jump right into it. Let's start with single family home data. So October 2024, there were 383 new single family home listings in the market, San Mateo County. October 2025, that number was 420. So an increase of 10% year over year in the number of new listings that hit the market. Inventory levels at the end of the month, October 2024 was 449, and that number in October 2025 was 517. So an increase of 15% year over year. That's pretty significant. Sold listings last year was 357, and this year that number is 412. So an increase also of 15% year over year. So all in all, mostly the number of new listings goes up. Inventory is up at the end of the month, but sold listings is up too. It eats away a lot of that new listing inventory. Average days on market went from last year being 28 days on average. This year, the number is 26 days. Last year, average sales price was $2,823,200. This year, that number is $2,615,370. So a decrease of 7% year over year. Median sales price last year was $1,920,000. This year, that number is $2 million. So an increase of 4% year over year. Not sure what drove this kind of inconsistent difference between the average sales price decreasing and the median sales price increasing. That's kind of unusual. Usually they're both together. So I would say it's kind of a wash, maybe the prices have just remained kind of static year over year for the most part. So median price per square foot last year was $1,170. This year, that number is $1,125. So a decrease of 4% year over year. List price received last year was 8% over asking price. This year, that number is 5% over asking price. And then sales volume was last year $1,007 million and some change. This year, that number is $1,077 million and some change. So an increase of 7% year over year in total sales volume. Months of inventory last year was 1.3. This year, that number is 1.4. So all in all, inventory levels are up a little bit. Price is kind of, up and down, stagnant, not too much of a difference. And we're still in a hot seller's market, technically, when you look at months of inventory. So still low inventory, still a fairly hot market. Let's look at condos, townhomes, and see what's changed there. October 2024, new listings for condos, townhomes was 128. This year, that number is 146, an increase of 14% year over year. Inventory levels, October 2024, 256. This year, 295, so an increase again of 15% year over year. Number of sold listings last year was 101. This year, that number is 105. So an increase of 4% year over year. Average days on market last year was 33. This year, that number is 48. So an increase of 45% year over year. Real slowdown there in the number of days that it takes for a condo or townhome to sell. San Mateo County, that's pretty significant. Average sales price last year was $1,022,000. This year, that number is $1,019,000. So basically unchanged year over year. Median sales price last year was $875,000. This year, that number is $922,000, an increase of 5% year over year. Median price per square foot last year was $767. This year, that number is $771, so an increase of 1% year over year, basically no change. List price received last year was 100%. This year, that number is 99%, basically no change. Sales volume last year was 103 million, some change. This year, that number is 107 million, some change. So a 4% increase year over year. Months of inventory last year was 2.5. This year, that number is 2.9. So an increase of 16% year over year. I would say the slowest market we have between the peninsula, the city, kind of the San Francisco Bay Area as a whole, but I don't see all the data in all of the different counties like Alameda, Contra Costa, and Santa Clara, and Marin. I would say one of the slower markets that we do see is condos, townhomes in San Mateo County, whereas you'll see in the San Francisco market update, it's a little bit of a different story for the San Francisco condo townhome FTIC co-op market. So hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video, leave some feedback or some questions in the comment section below, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks again.